morning, Penguins, and welcome to school for the week of February 25th and March 1st.
Welcome back. We hope you are all reading like crazy to do well during the PTA Reading Challenge this week. We will now send you out to the weather porch for 5-day weather forecast.
If you think we have had too much snow this year, check this weather fun fact out. The highest snowfall ever recorded in 1 year period was 1,224 inches in Mount Rainier, Washington State, United States, between February 19th, 1971 and February 18th, 1972. That's 102 feet in 1 year. Guess it hasn't been so bad here after all. Here is our 5-day weather forecast.
Thank you, Jason, for the weather report.
Let's see what is happening at William Penn this week. Tuesday, we have a PTA Reading Challenge this whole week. Be sure to read every night. Some of our 6th graders will be dancing at the state capitol for our lawmakers. Good luck, students. We know you will do our school proud.
On Wednesday, gifted and talented testing will continue for kindergarten and 1st grade.
Thursday, SST meeting at 7:20 for SST members. Art burst training for interested teachers at 8 a.m. Kindergarten informances throughout the day. Monthly Penguin limo lunch for 6th graders with Mr. Flanagan.
Friday, we have BFG's PTA Reading Assembly at 9:20 and 4th grade Utah program for parents at 12 o'clock. We would like to thank all of those students, parents, and friends who participated in this year's cookie dough fundraiser. Our goal has been to raise enough money to purchase smart boards for every classroom. The initial count looks promising, and Mr. Flanagan will let us know Friday at the assembly if we were able to reach our goal.
It is now time for the Spotlight Zone. We will be sending you out to Mr. Flanagan, who is standing by to introduce another rock star who works hard to help William Penn students succeed academically.
I do my best every day with what I have. So I help them by working at recess or a little before school or after school with whatever it is they need help with. One interesting job I had in the past was I was a biological field technician, and I was paid to hike around the mountains every day for 10 hours a day and catch gypsy moths. And if you want to know how to catch gypsy moths, come see me in the hall sometime and I'll tell you. The last book I read it's actually a book I'm reading now. It's 1,000 pages and it's called The Pillars of the Earth, and it takes place in medieval times, and it's really quite interesting because a lot of the problems they had then we have right here on our school. I went to school in lots of places. I grew up in Southern California and went to elementary school, junior high, and high school there. And then I had to move to Utah for the snow, of course, and went to University of Utah, where I got my first degree. Then I went to Utah State for my master's, and then I went to Westminster College for my teaching certificate. My favorite restaurant? Probably have to be In-N-Out Burger because I'm a California girl. Been eating there since I was 5. Dream vacation. Probably would be at my house, in my own bed, doing all the things that I get to do in Utah because the mountains are so close. But there wouldn't be any phone calls, laundry, computers, or domestic chores. My family. Most of my family is in California or Colorado or any other state except Utah. My husband is my very best friend, and we love to spend time together doing all those things that we like. And I have 2 stepsons who are also avid skiers and outdoorsmen, and no pets at this juncture, but perhaps this summer. best things I like about William Penn are the faculty, because they're also dedicated, the principal, because even though he's looking at me right now kind of behind that computer, he's like the rest of us. He does the best he can every day to try and meet student needs. And I love the building, and the kids are fantastic. My favorite foods. I love all fruits and vegetables except for garbanzo beans. My favorite sound would be any sounds of nature, especially in the mountains. I love the sound of the birds and water rushing and leaves rustling and the wind. My favorite smell has to be a mountain smell, and it happens on a really, really warm day when you're hiking on a trail and the pine needles are cooking down on the trail with the dirt, and also rocks scraping together when there's a little rock slide. Those are my favorite smells. Last and final question, BYU or Utah? Go Utes!
Thank you, Mr. Flanagan. Miss Price is an outstanding educator, and we feel so lucky to count her among the faculty at William Penn.
We will now send you out to Jason, who is standing by to tell us about this week's big idea.
Bullying could by physical aggression, such as hitting, kicking, pushing, tripping, or punching. If you know someone you know is being bullied, get help from an adult you trust, or put a note in a buddy box. Here's the buddy box right next to Mr. Flanagan's office. You just grab a note, and you fill the note out. Hold up and put it in.
Thanks, Jason. That was important information about the buddy box.
Every week, magic happens in the classroom of William Penn. It is now time for the Weekly Whip Around. Take a look at what the Penguins have been up to this past week.
That was awesome. We've been busy this past week. We are really lucky to have such an amazing school.
Let's now send you over to Jason in the History Corner for this day in history.
Thanks, ladies. This day in history for February 26th. In 1949, the Lucky Lady II, a B-50 superfortress, takes off the first non-stop round-the-world flight under the command of Captain James Gallagher and featuring a crew of 14 men. The aircraft averaged of 249 miles per hour on its 23,452-mile trip. On this day in 1996, the Utah Jazz's point guard John Stockton gets his 11,000th assist in the NBA. When Stockton retires from basketball in 2003, he leaves with 15,806 career assists, a record that still stands.
Thank you, Jason. That is pretty cool that one of Utah's own John Stockton made this segment.
No doubt, history rocks.
It is now time for our joke of the week. Why didn't the quarter roll down the hill with the nickel?
I don't know.
I don't know why.
Because it had more sense.
Let's wrap this broadcast up by doing the Pledge of Allegiance. Students, please stand. Place your right hand over your heart and repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's it for WPNN this week. Thanks for watching this week. Learn lots and have fun.
This is WPNN in Salt Lake City, and that's the way it is.